Yeah, my name is Mr. Uchenna Clems. I am the managing partner of Hansy Clems and Co. And incidentally, today also is the 10th anniversary of Hansy Clems and Co., which is also my birthday. So it's a special occasion. Clems and Co. is an auditing firm, a financial consulting firm, a financial advisory firm that has come to stay with numerous clients scattered all around the nation, the world. In Nigeria, before you become an auditor, you must go the process of becoming first an accountant. I was privileged to be in school, studied accounting. Upon graduation, I did some mini jobs, but my focus was being an independent man, which I've always dreamed to be. And being a banker, from banking 6 months, I left banking and I went to Nigerian College of Accountancy, Jos, which I spent 9 months there and got my certificate. From there, I qualified as a certified national accountant. And I look at it that I'm not going to have anybody sign my check, but to sign my check myself, which is becoming an employer of labor, which has been my dream. And I started the process by going into internship with Nasiru and Co. Blessed memory. He welcomed me and a couple of others who are doing very well today also. And we learned under his tutorage, and today that is where we find ourselves as auditing firm recognized in Nigeria. I was in a class one day at my 400 level at the university, and my lecturer, auditing lecturer, Mustafa, I will never forget him. He told me that bankers are slaves.
Wow.
And I was like, this man knocked all my belief because I've always been training myself to be a banker. So he told me bankers are slaves. And every other student laughed at it. But I did not laugh. I was like, what is this man saying? So after the lecture, I ran after him. I said, Mr. Mustafa, sir? He said, yes. Why did you say that bankers are slaves? And he told me he was once a banker. He said, bankers, number one, dress in a manner they don't want to dress. I said, that is true because of their profession, understandable. Just like we every Thursday we dress as accountants and come to lecture. So that's not a problem. He said, two, bankers count other people's money that they don't have. I said, what? Two, three, the bankers are just uh, um, wake up when they don't want to wake up. They called me. He said, what's my name? I said, Mr. Uchenna Clems. He said, Mr. Uchenna Clems, how many times have you guys called me? I said, I am not available. And I can fix class 7 o'clock. I can fix it 6 p.m. And you guys need to be there. That is the question of being in charge of your life. He said, what's your name again? I said, Mr. Uchenna Clems. He said, if you want to be in charge of your life, think towards that. And since that day, that inspired me that I should be in charge of my life. And to be in charge of my life, I must be an employer of labor. I must be somebody that signed my own check and nobody signs my check. And that has been the inspiration that is carrying me up to this day. That is why I resigned from the bank. When I was leaving that day, the branch manager was like, job that everybody is looking for. And you got it. You go in. If you step out of this door, never come back again. I said, so be it, Mr. Manager. And that is how I left the bank after 6 months. Challenges that are self-imposed is better than challenges that is imposed by another. When you face challenge and it is something that you impose on yourself to achieve, it's a good challenge. I tell you a story of when I was given the first job to do in a very reputable bank in Nigeria, and I found out that I couldn't do that job. Maybe because as a young graduate, it's something that difficult, you know. So I made some contacts. I did everything for 2 days. You can imagine somebody that did the first job and you just left the bank and they gave you the first job and you made contact no way and you did the first job, send it to them and they called you. Hello, Mr. Ucheke Clems. I said, hello, how are you? He said, I'm fine. Are you actually a chartered accountant? You know, such comments can take you off balance. You understand? That was exactly how it all started. So it's been challenging. The most recent one is a challenge I had at the national level. You know, every work comes with its challenge. At the national level, I was given a job to do, and this client has what we call the incomplete record. Of course, if you know accounting very well, there's what we call the incomplete record. And when you enter the incomplete record terrain, it means you are going to gather all the information you need to get what we call a comprehensive analysis and give your final report on the judgment you arrive at. Now, this client has nothing on ground and you are facing like 6 panels of national audit and national experts who are to ask you questions on this particular client. And a friend of mine, when I communicated with him, you know, there are some friends you have, they will put fear into you. I can imagine. So they told me, he told me, Mr. Clems, is it not better we stay at this level and enjoy our comfort here? So his own is thinking about comfort zone. And I said, no. What? Why wouldn't you? He said, don't go there. Use a word, a particular word. He said, don't go there and disgrace yourself. And I was like, is it not better we go and disgrace yourself, learn from it, and climb from there? That was what I told him. And today, there's been a journey of conquering that very environment because I've met people in that field. I've learned from those questions they asked me. I have fallen, looked stupid, left disgraced, but today, if I face it again, and I've faced it, and I'm better off shining like a million stars because I accepted to be at that level. Clients are very, very interesting people. Very, very interesting people. Very, very special people. The issue about clients is that you must understand that individuals are created differently. And because they are created differently, you have to also treat them uniquely. There are people that will give you a job, they need it now, now, now. There are people that will give you a job, they give you that peace of mind to exploit every possible avenue to get it done. So all you need to do is keep a communication link with them. Even the one that need it now may end up when you be able to communicate to him and tell him exactly the fact about his work. It shouldn't be something that you need to rush to get it, but eventually be able to deliver. The idea is that you must be able to deliver at each point in time. Maybe not at the exact point, and you must always keep that communication line to tell them why it is not done. It's not a bed of roses to deal with different characters. You see people that it's like you are a failure. They will make you feel you don't know what you are doing because they are beclouded by that sense of judgment that they need it now. They need their jobs to be done, and once they miss job, the blame is always on you. So we develop a means in Hansy Clems and Co. to always write letters to keep them in check, to tell them this is the time to do this is the time to do this. So once you don't do it, we always refer you to that very letter because we keep informing you. We keep track on our customers. That is what we do perfectly well. Once an opportunity presents itself, as an entrepreneur because I venture into entrepreneurship and
Okay.
also into some kind of government jobs and contracts.
Mm.
Some I have a few companies I do use in running those businesses. Since we prepare basically statutory documents for our clients. That
Okay.
is what we do, statutory document. And statutory document in Nigeria is basically five of them.
Okay.
We do issue of tax, which is the issue of auditors and the tax representative
Okay.
for our clients, which is the tax issue. We
Okay.
also handle what we call the pay income certificate of our clients.
Okay.
We do what we call the ITF, which is the Industrial Training Fund. The certificate we also handle it for our clients. We do the NSITF, which is the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund certificate for our clients. And also we do the BPD certificate, which is like a summary of all comprises all that is needed for you to qualify to bid for job. So in the process of going into that, you cannot expect me to just be that dumb that I should just look at them going into the contract world without also venturing into that. So as I prepare those documents for them, I say, wow, it is opportunity also to go into that because I can now gather these documents together. So why don't I take a shot at that? And
Wow.
it has been a wonderful journey also to get those jobs
Wow.
awarded to me and execute such job. And
Wow.
you need.
So what about the CAC documents?
Yeah, also good. That's a good one. As a chartered accountant in Nigeria, you are entitled as a chartered accountant to also be somebody that can register company in Nigeria.
Okay.
Nigeria entitled three people to register company in Nigeria. Though of course the new legislature said an individual can go into that, but
Mm,
not absolutely,
not
not
absolutely.
absolutely. So the lawyers, the charter secretarians, and the chartered accountants, those are the three personalities that's given that privilege. So upon graduation, I said, in fact, that's where I started from
Okay.
because before I got my license as a chartered accountant, I had to go to CSC to leverage on that to begin to register company. I do enter bosses. Oh, talk to them about, oh, can you register company? I do registration of company, and they will ask me, are you a lawyer? Because the idea within the country is that only lawyers do that. So we build to convince them. You don't blame them because this is something that has been like a culture in the country. So for you to speak the truth, when lies has prevailed for a long time, it becomes truth.
Mm.
You understand me?
Yes.
So for you to say the truth again will be like it's a lie because lies has prevailed for a long time.
Speak for
Result, then
yourself.
the result will speak
Mm.
more than your verbal truth.
Mm.
As the Clems and Co has come a long way, like I said, first the success should first of all go to Almighty God, the giver of life and the giver of everything good, my Lord and my personal Savior. So grateful to Him, so grateful for what He has done, because without Him there is no impartation of knowledge. And also, I must appreciate my trainee, of course, blessed memory, which I cherish so much, which is the person of Alaji uh, um, Nasiru Aku. Nasiru Aku has imparted greatly in my life, and I'm so grateful to him. And upon resumption of Hansy Clems and Co., of course, you cannot just come and take over the scene. There must be some hindrances here and there. But as uh, the first place we got our office, the man was so good, Mr. Ibrahim, and we were able to start there, stayed for a few years there, and we're back on the street, such that our luggages were on the boot for years, and we were like moving around, scouting for clients without an office until we get a father to me today who said, "Oh, Hansy Clems and Co, I think it is time you get a place." And since then, we've been enjoying, which is Mr. OVV Ventures. Who are
Ah.
an attribute to him also today because he
Mm.
did a lot to give us that stability, to give us
Mm.
that phase that
Mm.
we're enjoying today.
Mm.
That is where we are even up to date. That is the
Mm.
grace of God and the favor of God that He showered upon us.